We've got a brand new remake of Halo, and I can't wait to play it on Switch. Wait, what? It's not on Switch 2? That's bloody ridiculous. No good. G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, the South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 335 are open. Excited to talk about Halo, Pokemon, whatever else is happening or not happening in Nintendo land. And to talk all about that is my good mate, JT. How you going? Josh? I was just thinking of like the JT if you like, and I just went straight to, obviously I liked because I went straight to JT, but Josh or JT if you like. How you going, mate?
Drew, doing pretty well, thank you. Hello, everyone listening. I was ready to teabag tonight, Drew. Why did you send me Halo's on Switch too? God damn it. Come on. What is this?
Yeah, we could have just been teabagging. We were just doing all the things over in Blood Gulch.
Halo.
Oh, yeah. I was, we've been talking about the whole Microsoft situation, and be good to see Forza and Halo and that come to, Switch 2 eventually when it comes out, because we're having these conversations before Switch 2 was even a thing, even like apart from just rumors, it was nothing. But here we are, Switch 2. Finally, Halo and Forza and that are going multi-platform, but it's not the case. Not the case. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, what we think about that, and some, I guess, hypothesize. Oh, God, I already can't talk. Hypothesize. Oh, shit. I'm going to stop. So, Josh, how's your week?
All right, talking's not that important for a podcast, Drew. You're fine.
No, I might stick to my day job, I think. But how's your week been?
Busy. All hands on deck at the moment. Lots going on. Work's not too bad for me, but with Michaela and her work, getting pretty busy at this time of year. So, just trying to help out where I can, keeping up with family and work and running and everything like that, and playing some games in between. So, I feel like I'm going from one thing to the next, but all manageable at the moment and all in a good way. Always
busy, yes. I totally get that. I feel like the weeks just go by. Like I saw you the other day. Didn't get to see you that much. I went to a band and I got I stayed at Josh's house just overnight before I had to take the trip home. We caught 15 minutes of the Kirby Airiders Direct. Caught the end of that, and we
got to watch that together. That was good.
It is funny because it felt like I caught the very end of it. I caught the last 15 minutes out of an hour, and that little bit of it I watched was still longer than the Donkey Kong Direct that was earlier in the year. Just to put it in perspective.
That. Yep. What a crazy Direct. Anyway, we'll get into it more, but I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I actually haven't watched it. I've only watched a little bit with you. I don't know if I feel like I need to sit down for an hour and read subtitles for that long, just to every little detail, but I am looking forward to it. I hope it's fun. I really do wish I got to play the demo at PAX, because it's like the one Nintendo game coming out this year. I guess there's not too many left at this point, but it is a game where I definitely need to sort of give it a try, because I love arcade races, but this is something very different, and I don't really have much experience with the first game either, so hopefully it's all right. Sure it will. Hopefully I'll enjoy it.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing. And that Direct 60 minutes worth, I feel totally not needed, because we could have found all that stuff out during the game and explored it for ourselves. But they're showing us deliberately there's a lot to this. There's been a lot of love and care to it. And God damn it, do not ask us for another game in the series. There's no DLC. There's no sequel. This is not an ongoing thing. Sakurai was pretty strong on that, and I respect him for it. He's saving some preemptive hassling.
That's what I love about Sakurai. Like, even in these bits of marketing material, he just says what he wants to say. He's like, look, we're making this into a series. Just letting you know, we've put it all into this. No DLC, no nothing. Don't ask. Leave me alone. Nintendo asked for it. They got it. And here it is. Here's my paycheck. I don't know. Because it kind of feels a little bit like if he didn't mention that, it would be like as fans just from the very outside looking in, it kind of seems like, oh, this is what he wanted to make, and letting him do this just before they chuck him back into the Super Smash Brothers salt mine, like get back in there and make us one of these best-selling Nintendo games. But yeah. But it seems like they just asked him for that too.
Yes. I don't know if is Dolphin Pants in the chat. I don't know if Drew sounds a bit staticky when he speaks. He's sounding a bit staticky on my end. So I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it. And we'll see. Where we got here, my voice. I can change it around, but if I go to the multi-channel on yours, does that completely ruin it? What does that sound like, Josh?
It sounds worse.
What about that? I changed it back.
It's worse.
Changed it back. Is that any better?
Change it back.
I did change it back. Is it still no good?
Still not good. No.
Oh dear.
Do I sound fine? I must sound
fine.
Yeah,
you sound fine. Yeah, absolutely. You sound good.
All right.
Dolphin Pants said in the chat, I have no issues. No issues.
So maybe it's just me. Oh, that's all right then.
Maybe. Well, yeah. I know just like sending the same audio interface through two different things. One side might get shit audio. So maybe that's what's happened. Is it okay to still talk or not really? Is it a bit buggered?
A little bit buggered.
A little bit buggered. All right. We'll work it out.
Oh, that's good now. You're good now.
Is it? I didn't do anything.
You're all good now. I don't know. You're perfect.
Okay. I didn't do anything then. That's interesting.
All right. We're all good.
Hopefully. Well, yeah. Let me know if
how bizarre.
Let me know if the audio waves go bad again.
Yes, I will.
Maybe it's just the tone of voice I was using. Maybe it's come through just no good. You're like, no, you saw me for like, I don't know. How long did we talk all up when I stayed at your place? I got there at like midnight and I left at 6. So I might have talked to you for like maybe half an hour. Maybe
pretty much.
Maybe my voice is just so grating on your ears already. Like, nah, I can't tolerate any more than just the podcast recording.
You used me for my sofa and you left straight away. Didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah, no, I didn't say goodbye, did I? No.
Bloody man.
But yeah, the Kirby Direct. I think I guess we might as well talk about it now. I'd say the biggest thing that I saw, at least when we were watching it, is just those brand new amiibo, Josh. You were worried that they're going to introduce more amiibo because that sort of triggers a bit more of the OCD, the ADHD, trying to get them all. You got to collect them all. So 2 at $60. Look, not too bad. $120 for 2 amiibo. Look, you sort of you're tapping your vein a bit, like I reckon I could do that. But when they introduced 3 more, it's like now it's a bit of an issue, Josh. It's like
correct.
You got to sort of monitor that a little bit. And I got to say too, when they introduced that DDD one and the Meta Knight one, I'm like, well, they're very, very nice looking amiibo. Very good.
Oh, they're amazing. I saw you can pre-order the Meta Knight one and then the Chef one. I can't remember its name, but the King DDD one didn't look like it was available just yet.
Did they have prices for the Meta Knight one and that $60 too?
Yes,
or
they're both $60. The Meta Knight and then the Chef Kawasaki.
Yeah,
that's his name. And Hop.
Because it sort of seems like DDD is probably going to be a bit more. You could his vehicle or his machine. You're able to like transform it a little bit like
it's going to be more again.
Yeah. Oh, what's that Ubisoft game? I was trying to you can with Star Fox in it on Switch.
Starlink, Battle for Atlas.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool how you could like move around the cannons. Like if you want to swap them to like facing forward or facing back, you could like do it in real time on the toy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of that, like actually like transforming the machine and having it show in game. That's kind of cool. Like as a kid, that'd be really cool to see. As an adult, as a parent, and with a kid who might want that, that's terrifying. So now
Yeah,
the
100%.
tables are flipped.
Yeah, but Drew, I think I've worked out. I only want Kirby, Meta Knight, and King DDD. I'm not going to do Bandana Waddle Dee or the Chef Kawasaki. I think that's the line I'm drawing. I just want the 3 main characters, and that's it. And that's I'm going to get out after that.
You can't have minor characters for $60.
Yeah,
Like if you're
yeah.
spending
I'm not spending
$60,
$6 on the minor characters that I don't really know. So that's the line I'm drawing.
yeah,
'Cause I think I want the main 3 ones, and that will do. That's enough.
yeah, because it's one thing spending $60 on Kirby. It's another thing getting Bandana Waddle Dee. It's like, all right, I'm probably not gonna spend that much on that one. But anybody out there who's looking to get them all, hats off, congratulations. I
I
hope
respect you.
hope it looks
There are
great
people
on the
doing-
shelf.
Yeah, there are people doing entire Amiibo collection runs, and hats off to you because I haven't done that, and I've never aimed to do that. And yes, I'm not going to start now.
No, it's
I have a lot, but I don't have everything.
yeah, it's not a good time to start. Because if you decided to like keep up with it and get them all back when they were $12, it's like yeah,
Yep.
a lot easier proposition back then, but yeah, not so much now. But I got all the like all the Tears of the Kingdom ones that come out around the Switch 2 launch. I bought them because they were $30,
I did not get them.
but at least like it was a game that I really loved. But yeah, I can't double that price for just Kirby. But yeah, that King DDD one that looks kind of wicked. So I do want that one.
It looks amazing.
It does. It looks
Absolute
awesome.
tank of a thing. I feel it's going to cost me $80, $80 to $100. That one.
Yeah, it's funny too because like they showed DDD on Kirby's Warp Star, like the Star Machine. I'm like, oh, that looks cool. So I just buy a Kirby just to chuck DDD on the Warp Star. Just why not?
Love it.
Splash that cash around.
I mean, yeah, you're allowed to. It's part of the functionality. Looks heaps good.
Better get one. Just get one of each. Yeah.
No, not getting it.
Is there anything else like what from the direct called out to you? Because you sat down, you're watching it while you're waiting for me to come on into the house. But
Yeah.
So was it? What was the sort of feeling on the direct overall? Was like, oh my god, there's so much more content to the game. It's going to be great. Or was it like, really just Sakurai, just hush hush. We don't need to know all this. This is way too in depth for the type of game it is, or whatever. What was your sort of feeling on it?
Yeah. So like when I first heard it was going to be at 60 minutes, I couldn't believe it, and I thought, that's like what are they going to talk about? Because the first direct went for 47 minutes, and that was pretty comprehensive, I thought. So, yeah, I'm watching this at like 11:30 p.m. at night, and I usually go to bed around 10:30. So I was getting a bit tired, and then because it's not dubbed and it's all you got to read it all, I got even more tired towards the end of it. So I was trying to say, pay attention. Another thing he's talking about, but it did kind of lose me towards the end. But I did watch it again, and see what was going on, and like that was good. Watching it again at a later time, but yeah, when he's spending 2 minutes talking about the different language options and then slowly doing a little scissor reel of what the sound options sound like. Here's what the person sounds like in Dutch. Now simplified Mandarin. Now normal Mandarin. Spanish. Italian. French. And you just kept going on. It was just like a little like show reel of it. I'm like, okay, yep, that's cool. But do you need to show that as part of a direct? I'm not sure. But you go through it and like they're literally giving it everything. Like I feel they're like, they know this is probably be the last Air Riders game they're ever going to make, and this is the ultimate treatment that Smash Bros got applied to this series. Or he didn't call it a series; it's not a series, but to this game here. So, things like Top Ride, I don't think they'll be my favorite modes. They introduced that, and the road trip sounds a bit more interesting because it melds all the other 3 modes together. but just literally, he went into the nitty gritty, like the checklist stuff, things you can collect and do, like the gummies, um, Unreal, and then there's a global um, testing thing later on, and so
Mhm.
um, there's a lot, and like definitely not required viewing if you're already sold and or already want to play the game. You can be surprised else like when you play it. Otherwise, this if you're kind of on the fence still after the first direct, you watch this one, you're like, okay, this is like comprehensive. They've done a lot here. You can tell he's very proud of the work that they've done, and yeah, I think they really want you to enjoy it and yeah, have some fun. So um, yeah, like pretty like unique way for this game being marketed right here, because we didn't hear a lot for a while, and now it's just all like blurted out in a bit over a month here with these nearly 2 hours worth of directs right here.
Yeah, hour and 45 minutes just pure information about
Crazy.
this game is absolutely
Yep.
crazy. Yeah, because you think about any other game that's even come out this year, like with Mario Kart World or like Donkey Kong. How can you talk about a game that in depth for that long? Like with Donkey Kong, it's a little bit harder because of spoilers and that. I guess you could like go into depth about each world and everything, but um, you wouldn't want to do that. But even Mario Kart, like, could you sit down for an hour and 45 minutes and just go this in depth into it? I don't know if you could.
I don't know. Good question.
And like they Nintendo certainly didn't. We had a Mario Kart World Direct that was it 15 minutes? Might have even been a little bit shorter. I can't quite remember, but yeah, it is just funny. And the more that I see of this game, the more I feel like I'm just logging into Smash Bros. But when I start a game, it's just not Smash Bros. It's just Kirby Air
Yeah,
Riders
correct.
instead. Like the UI and everything looked fantastic just from what we saw. It looks like it's like laid out on a table, and the little Kirby figure sort of goes between what mode like your cursor's over. Yeah, it just like all looks very polished and
Cool things.
everything. So yeah, no, it looks great. So if you would like to give it a go, which I would, some test runs start from November 8th, and they go through a few days. So November 8th to November 16th. So it looks like we've got a week to give it a go, roughly. There's certain times that we can tune in. I won't go through all the times, but just for us here in Australia, Josh, looks like on November 8th, the first one, it's 18:30 to what's that? Just 12:30 at night. So we've got a few hours there to give it a go each time.
Yep.
So cool. No, looks good.
Not long now.
No, it's not long at all. Coming in very quick. And I was just like, it was interesting because today I was like, wait, when does Horror Warriors come out? November 6th. Okay. So when's that? So I go to my calendar app on the phone. I'm like, my God, that is next week. So only a little bit over a week away. It's like, oh, these games are just
Yeah.
firing out now. Crazy.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good kind of crazy. It's just like, oh,
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
just prepare the wallet a little bit, I guess. But especially with
I keep forgetting like the Metroid Amiibo come out in 2 weeks with the same day as Age of Imprisonment as well. So like I
oh,
got
do
that.
they? Mm.
There's stuff coming. Yes.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I haven't looked at any of the Amiibo pre-orders or anything. I think I would like one of those Samus Amiibo and like Mario from the Mario Galaxy Amiibo they're releasing like is it April next year? But yeah,
Yeah.
these other ones, I think I can give them a miss. I would love to have DDD on my shelf or on my desk or something, but I think that $60 price tag would be an easy like, nah, like it's out of a impulse buy for a amiibo. But we'll see if I
Yeah.
see it on the
Once
shelf.
it's double the price now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. Like I said though, we'll see. We'll see how my judgment is affected if I see it right in front of me and I pick it up and I look at it.
Yes, that will be the real test, won't it? Correct.
It will be the test. Yeah, yeah. But I guess let's do some housekeeping, Josh, just to let people know about what you can do to support our shows. So if you'd like to support us over on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/iDruby, where you can watch the show live, much like Dolphin Pants is in the chat. Thank you very much, Dolphin Pants, as always, for joining us live at youtube.com/iDruby for the House of Mario. And if you like me and you like just listening on your own time, we got you there too. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any of your favorite podcast apps. Go and check us out there. And Josh, Nintendo Maniacs, saw a new episode posted just before we started recording this. So what's going on this week over at the Maniacs?
Yeah, so new episode's just come out and has Gemma from the Pure Nintendo podcast. So had a really good chat with her all about everything that happened at PAX Australia, and we talked a lot about Pokemon Legends ZA. So we had a lot of fun, some really in-depth conversation. I quizzed her on is this a Pokemon or is this a pharmaceutical drug? And it's pretty funny on the names and the answers. I did not do very well.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I cannot keep track of all 1,000 Pokemon, especially the ones at the end. And so, yeah, that's some really good fun. Do check it out. Just come out on anywhere you listen to podcasts or YouTube as well.
Brilliant. Go and check it out. But I'm just looking here. Josh, we've been thinking about this for a little while, but Halo. We thought we would get it on Switch. With all of this stuff that Xbox is doing, we thought we would get it. But that's not the case.
Yes.
So the other day, a couple of days ago, Microsoft announced at, I think it was like the Halo sort of esports event they do yearly. It's one of the last events that Halo Infinite would be the main game there. They announced Halo Campaign Evolved, which is a full remake of the original classic Xbox game that started the whole brand pretty much. And that game is coming to Xbox, Series S, X, PC, PS5, which is obviously the big headline. But no Nintendo.
Yes.
No Nintendo there, Josh. And this has been something that we've looked at a couple of, I guess, big games. Whether it is like the Gears of War Reloaded remaster that came out a couple of months ago, whether it's this, Forza, like it's just none of it's coming to Switch too. So I thought it'd just be an interesting sort of little bit of a conversation to have. Like, what the fuck's going on? What's going on over there?
What is happening?
What's going on? Because the whole idea of you know, I know this game doesn't include the multiplayer, but just having like that LAN experience that was so famous with the original Xbox, and having it just in portable mode, and you could even like do the tabletop mode with the mouse and everything. It could be a lot of fun, but not to be. You can't drive your cars in Forza. You can't shoot your chain guns. You can't use your plasma swords. You can't do anything from the Microsoft world on Switch. And I was thinking about it in the shower just before, like, the whole thing is just, I was thinking about it while I washed my balls, Josh. I know what you're thinking. I was sudden myself up, and I was thinking to myself,
I mean, someone's got to do it.
Yeah, but it may as well be me. Like, it's like a big multi-platform push, but all they've done is just open the doors to PlayStation. So it's just making PlayStation, their library, stronger. That you can get essentially what was Xbox and Microsoft exclusives on PlayStation, and that they get all those games, but Nintendo doesn't get them, and Xbox loses all their exclusives. So it is like a sort of an interesting, maybe not right now as far as the proposition goes, but if PlayStation ever sort of get into the handheld realm, it sort of seems from the rumors that they will with PlayStation 6, that there will be like a portable and a console. But it's like, yeah, if this sort of, I guess, continues, it's a sort of an interesting proposition for people looking for a handheld if they want to, I guess, play Halo on it. Obviously, we know that people get the Switch for Nintendo games mostly, but don't know. Just something I was thinking about while I was sudding myself up. But I don't know. How do you take this? Are you a bit disappointed, or yeah? How do you take this?
Um, I just think, they're prioritizing, it on a more equivalent powered console. And if Halo does come to Switch 2, it'll just be a later thing that they um becomes a separate project for them. So, I mean, I know that they definitely want more games on the system, and they've done stuff like Pentiment and um Grounded, isn't it? And there's a few other things they've done. So it's not like it's a complete abandonment, but yeah, nothing on Switch 2 yet. So I'm just hoping that it's eventually it's happening and that not nothing at all. So um, yeah, because I love playing Halo, and we had an Xbox original and a 360 growing up, and I'd love to um, go back and play those games. I don't think I ever properly went through the campaigns because I just played the multiplayer with my brothers, and they played the campaigns themselves, and I would get bits and pieces and do the co-op bits um, and all of that. So yeah, I'd love to do it again, and I think yeah, it would tap into a whole new market of people playing it on Switch too. I think that would really open up that series a lot more.
Mm. Yeah, it's just I guess it just depends on how scalable it is. Just like it's an engine it's Unreal Engine 5, so they've sort of migrated over to that. But it's also like a bit of a translation layer between what engine they were using before. So it's like Unreal Engine for the graphics and things, but as far as like everything else that's going on, it's using like the original engine. So I got no idea how well you're able to scale that down to Switch, but yeah, it's just a little bit frustrating in some ways, but it's what it is. I guess we've got other ways to play it.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I think it's going to come. I do think it will.
Yeah, because
They talk about wanting to support Nintendo, so I think it's definitely happening.
because we're still waiting for Call of Duty. Like it's been
Yeah, with that.
this is the second iteration of it, I guess, of Call of Duty that's going to come out soon with Black Ops 7. Yeah, Black Ops 7 under Microsoft. So we'll see like how long it takes to start putting it onto Switch.
Yeah, they talked about that for a while, and that was part of the FSC, whatever it's called, deal to like convince them that they're not monopoly for buying Activision. So they got to still put their money where their mouth is,
Mm.
make it happen.
I just googled Halo, just like to bring up like some news stories for some dot points and things just while we talk about it. I just see like Nine News is even reported on this, and the headline is Halo coming to PlayStation for the first time in a new remake. So like I haven't really been paying attention to like the fanboys and everything that's been going online, but I could only imagine that it's just going nuts. And I saw some people being quite shocked by it too, that like Halo being moved to PlayStation. And I was at the point too where it's like with everything Xbox has done over the last year and a bit, I would have been shocked if this wasn't on PlayStation, just with everything they've been doing. Like,
Mm.
like why, like with like Call of Duty and Gears of War, like Gears of War, I think that was the biggest. Like, that was the game as well. Like, almost as big as Halo for them. So I was like, man, like, why would this just be kept on Series X? Like, at this point, if you're keeping it on Series X, you are just dooming that game. They've completely
Oh man, yeah, that's right.
completely tanked their console business. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm very
It's crazy, isn't it? Like I just 5 years ago, you probably wouldn't have thought all these exclusive titles would be on PlayStation, and now they are. So I just oh man, and then hearing in the news that they want to try and build up their profit margins a bit, and that's a bit why this stuff has happened. 'Cause they don't, yeah, they're happy for people to stay on Game Pass, but they want that money from the sales of games, and they know they've got some good games that people will buy, and yeah, oh, it's just amazing. I find it baffling still, but yeah, pretty unreal.
Yeah, because it'll work out really well for them because they've got so many games. They'll be the biggest publisher. But yeah, we'll just see how it all shakes out because you would think having a platform where people buy games, and I guess that's the other thing too, is people probably don't buy games because they just have Game Pass because all their first party games are in Game Pass, so they probably actually don't buy games. But having a storefront where like other people can sell things and you get 30% of that money just essentially for doing nothing. Like that is where like the money is to be made for these platform holders. That is why like, you know, Nintendo and PlayStation, they want nothing to do with Game Pass. They want nothing to do with, for the most part, putting their exclusives on their major competitors because it's like, I think especially for PlayStation, but it's still true for Nintendo as well. As many copies of Animal Crossing and all of that they sell, they make far, maybe not Nintendo, but they make so much money just as off of other people's games, and they don't have to put any investment or anything into it. They just sort of reap the reward for having a healthy platform. But you think there would still be some money in it for Xbox, not to blow it all up? Because even when they're doing this massive push over the PC, like the ROG Xbox Ally X came out, and they've got their storefront there. The next generation console is probably going to be like a very similar thing based on Windows, but have your storefront. And if you want, you can go to Steam, you can go to Epic Games Store and all of this. But there's going to be no reason to stick to their store. Like, if you have access to Steam, I don't think many people are going to be like, yeah, I won't go to Steam. I don't know. You've got to be like a die-hard Xbox fan to stay on their store. It's like, I don't know. It seems like, so they're throwing all that away, but they can still make money off their games. But even then, they're not selling their own games. They're parting way with 30% to Steam, to Nintendo, to PlayStation to be able to do it. So, yeah, so just kind of baffling. But I'm not a businessman. I'm a gamer. But they certainly are not impressing me as a day one customer of Xbox Series S and X. They are not impressing me whatsoever.
No, I bet. And I definitely know you aren't the only one in that regard.
No. But yeah.
No.
I mean, with Forza Horizon 6, so we know that's coming next year. It's based in Japan. Once again, no Switch 2 announcement or rumor or anything. It just seems like it's not coming to Switch 2. It's even coming to PS5 a little bit later than the Xbox and PC. Don't know. I guess we can talk about just other bigger games that you might expect to see within the next year or two. I don't know. What are some for you? Because like, I'm sort of feeling like Halo, that would be one I would think, just because it's Unreal Engine. You might be able to squeeze it on. It is based on an older game as well. It's a campaign. It's linear. It's not like an open world, just massive time sink or anything like that either. So yeah, that's the one I would have thought. But when we're comparing it to maybe like a Forza Horizon or Fable next year, I feel like those are way more of a stretch than these like remasters. But yeah, what do you think, and what would you like to see?
Oh, we'll probably get the Master Chief Collection instead, won't we? Some sort of downgraded, not quite the same way to play them, maybe? I don't know. Do you reckon
That'd be awesome?
That might be their way of doing it.
That'd be great. But I don't think anyone will see Master Chief Collection, because that was for Microsoft to sell the Halo games back to the Xbox audience who have already bought and played them all before. But now they're looking at like a brand new audience, people who haven't played Halo, people who haven't played Gears of War. They're going to sell each one individually and milk it as much as they can, because it's to a new audience. So they're not selling it back to their old audience. And that game as well, it's like it'll be so hard to port that game, because that was a mess for years and years and years. They finally fixed it, but it's like, I don't know how the engine works, but it's got like multiple games in it, and how it all makes that work with all the network codes and the different types of multiplayer and everything. It would be complete mess, I would imagine, to try and get that up and running on a different console. But yeah, we'll get one at a time, if anything, and they'll milk it as much as they can. But yeah, it'd be great if they did, because that'd be great. Just 4 Halo games,
Yeah.
just in one purchase. Yeah, but very different Microsoft now.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that stuff behind it. So that's interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would have thought, Halo would be the big one. And yeah, you are, yeah, right. With the Fable was a big one back in the day, but yeah, probably a bit less likely. I was pretty keen on Forza Horizons. I was pretty keen for that to come through. So yeah, I'm still holding my breath a little that that's going to happen.
Yeah, because that'd be cool to have on Switch too. Just like, literally have that
Yeah, I'd
game
love
in
to
your
play it.
pocket. Be nice. Be nice. We do have some stuff from Bethesda, I guess. You're looking forward to Indiana Jones. That's confirmed for Switch too. So do you reckon you'll play that on Switch too?
Yeah.
Because I know you're quite interested in that game.
I want to play it. I want to play it. So I'd love to play it on Switch too. Yeah. I think that might be the way to go for me.
Cool. We'll be game chatting. I guess might see like Doom, Dark Ages, and some other Bethesda games too. But yeah, as far as like the stuff from Xbox himself, yeah, it's just a bit of a mystery, because I think a few months ago we were like, oh, maybe they don't have dev kits and stuff yet, just stuff like that. But it sort of seems a little bit, don't know, whether they're looking at the power of the thing or trying to get a second beat outside of PlayStation.
Yeah, I know. Whether, I think their thing is, if you're not an Xbox fan, you probably bought an PlayStation. So they're trying to get, the lowest hanging fruit straight away of people who, would have bought an Xbox if it wasn't for a PlayStation and buy their games. So maybe that's their thinking.
Yeah, because I could definitely imagine like Microsoft would even have all the statistics, but all like the Call of Duty players and everything, like, they're over, the console players, they're over on PlayStation. So especially with Halo, they're trying to capture that market. And, the Switch 2 market would be very different. I do wonder what the Switch 2 market is right now. Like, just for normal Switch, it'd be very casual, a lot of families and things like that. But I do wonder Switch 2, like in the first year, is it like be a lot more hardcore sort of people buying it at the moment? So, don't know.
I think it is. Worth it. Yeah. I've got like my brothers asking me what the Switch 2's like, and they're kind of waiting. They're waiting for that big game that will is the non-negotiable for them to do it.
Yeah.
I think price is a big thing as well. It's $700+. So, it's not something, unless you're really keen, you're not going to get it straight away. So maybe it's something that gets saved a bit more for a birthday or Christmas after you get gift cards, or lucky enough to get the entire thing for Christmas or so on. And so, Pokemon next year, if that does happen, that's really going to move the units, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I guess it sort of did this year as well. But
yeah, it's still doing it.
Not exclusive, I guess, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up just because like I watched the trailer, I'm like, oh, here it is. And like I watched the end, just a splash screen or the platforms it's on. I'm like, no Switch. God damn.
Yeah, what's going on? Come on, Phil.
Damn, Phil
liked us.
You
love Nintendo.
Yeah, Phil. I thought you had a Switch in your backdrop when you did your podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's all right, mate. It's all right, Phil. Yeah, but in all seriousness though, like with Forza Horizon, I probably wouldn't have played that on Switch if it was on Switch. But Halo, I think that'd be a great fit just to have on Switch too. I reckon that'd be a lot of fun. Game chat, am I right, everybody? You can have like the game chat features, like your little face. Oh, you could put the little camera face in your Spartan's helmet. So like you look through the visor and you could see like your little friend's face. That'd be fun.
Heck yeah.
Just Nintendo Fire Halo. Just put these like really weird Nintendo features in Halo. Just why not? That'd be great.
Yeah, they'd be willing to do it. Wouldn't happen the other way, but yeah, they'll do it.
No. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know if you've been like paying attention to like the Xbox news like last 3 weeks, but it's just been awful. Like they've
Oh yeah,
been putting their foot in their mouth like again and again and again and again. And there was I think it was Sarah Bond. She said like exclusives are antiquated, and like obviously the first thing that comes to mind is just like yeah, tell that to Nintendo. Like how about how
yeah.
antiquated
That's
exclusives are?
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
They definitely do not think that's the case.
Yeah, I think the context was taken a little bit like out of order. Just I think she was talking about like the biggest games in the world, which are like Fortnite and like these massive games. They're everywhere.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft and all that. Like, so I guess what she was saying is true. Like, you're not going to have a game like Fortnite having it as an exclusive, but as far as like the type of games that a lot of the games they're making, which are not these massive multiplayer games that need a player base. They are campaigns, they are stories, they are racing games, they are et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. If you're looking to build a platform, that would be very useful, but they've obviously changed their tune a little bit of the direction they want to go. But talking about the big exclusive, Josh, Pokemon Legends ZA sells 5.8 million copies in its first week of sale, and nearly half of those sales were on Switch 2. So big sales to Pokemon, like always, I guess. But just for context, I guess, for comparing it to some other games, Pokemon Legends Arceus sold 6.5 million copies in the first 7 days, while Pokemon Scarlet and Violet hit a staggering 10 million in the first 3 days. And
Crazy, isn't it?
That is nuts.
Unreal. Yep, absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So
yeah, considering what they did to that game as well.
Yes. Yeah, that statement was like, yeah, we sold 10 million and we're also sorry for its quality. But you guys don't care, obviously. We're rich. Shareholders are happy.
Everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy. The players are grinning. Absolutely. But
correct.
Yeah, I do wonder, just like obviously these sales are under Pokemon Legends Arceus. I wonder if that's a little bit of just the runoff from people's thoughts on Scarlet and Violet, just the quality of that, or just the fact that the marketing might not have captured people, or just some differences. Obviously, it's the second Legends game, so the whole excitement around, oh my God, you can throw the Pokeball and you can do a dodge roll, all this, like, this is more of a known thing now, which should affect it too, but it's also not that big a difference. Like, yeah, it's not even like a million sales difference. So in the scheme of things for Pokemon, that's just a bit of a couch change in some ways.
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to have long legs. But yeah, what do you think about the sales?
Yeah, I was pretty interested by the split. It seemed like pretty 50-50. So, there's people with their Switch 2 straight away willing to play this, but then people who haven't upgraded yet, obviously happy to wait, knowing that, why would I spend money on the Switch 2 because I can just buy this game on my Switch that I have right now. So there's still a lot of those people around, and they'll eventually upgrade and go from there. But they're willing to wait in the meantime. It's a big difference, really, isn't it? The difference in the Switch 1 and 2 versions here, I think, and definitely worth the upgrade. But for some people, that's not an issue for them, and you got on them for having that mentality because you just had a bit of money doing it. And I just wonder, people are willing to wait. It will come later, these sales. But yeah, you make a good point. Has Scarlet and Violet scared people off? Because this is the first big kind of release since main entry wise since that game. So it's been about 3 years since that one. But it's still selling incredibly well in Japan, like incredibly popular still in the Japanese country, the market, and a lot of people can't get their Switch 2s yet there. So, maybe they're just buying on Switch 1 because they have a Switch 1 and can't get a Switch 2 yet. So, we'll see, later on closer to Christmas because it's out a month earlier than normal for Pokemon.
It is interesting that like almost half of people are playing on Switch 2. It really goes to show that people that are really hardcore playing games and getting them day one and things like that have moved on to have it like that big a split. Because like with the install base of Switch, like if people were still playing it and they're getting games like Pokemon and things that are coming to it still day one, you would think like it would be like almost 25% of people are playing on Switch 2 kind of situation. But yeah, it seems like people are definitely sort of moving over, I guess, when they can, when it comes to new games at least. Like people that are probably still playing on Switch might just be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Animal Crossing, the big hitters, but how many games they're still buying, I'd be curious to sort of find that out. I guess like you said, we'll find that out not too long with the financial results. How far away did you say that was? Because I remember reading about that last week or something. But
So end of March is the normal fiscal. So so June, September, we'll find out in the next couple of weeks their September results, I believe.
Yeah. Cool.
It takes a month a bit for them to do it.
Get to find out some more numbers, and Josh will be pleased.
I'm all across it, man. Don't worry.
We got
Someone's going to be.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not. No. I like my numbers, but Josh does it for a living, so he can have a...
That's right. It's my day job.
That's right. Pikmin 4 got a free update, Josh. Does this...
Oh, weird.
Yeah, this is strange. When I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, yes. I thought it was like going to be a Switch 2 upgrade. It's not. It's not a Switch 2 upgrade. But it does include... what does it include? There's like a decor mode or something. There's 2 new difficulty modes, including relaxed, where enemies won't attack you unless you attack them, and a fierce mode, which kicks things up a notch. Talking about Pikmin Bloom. Yeah, it's just like some random things added to this. I don't know, does this pique your interest at all, being a Pikmin 4 fan, Josh?
Not at the moment. It's one of those things I wish happened a lot closer to the window of launch.
Yeah.
And yeah, if it's happening now, then I'd love, if it was the Switch 2 upgrade, and then that would have really interested me. Okay, it's going to perform a lot better, and maybe add another mode or something, and that might have got me back into it. But this one, I don't know, it just feels a bit weird and out of place, and it's like they're not telling us everything that they could be doing here or is coming, because I'm sure there is a Switch 2 version coming. Just haven't seen it here, so it's just a little odd, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. And I haven't really thought too much about it, which is a bit of a shame because I love Pikmin, and you got the special Pikmin with the different hats and things to find throughout the various levels. The easy mode doesn't really interest me, and that's about it. So not too much really to entice me to go back.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating in some ways, but yeah, like you said, we'll get it eventually. We'll get it whenever they get around to it. But yeah, it says when I saw update, I'm, oh yes, here we go. Because Pikmin 4 is still a game I need to play, but at this point, I'm going to be waiting until it's upgraded for Switch 2. So, but not for to have time for it right now anyway. So I'm patient, but it'll come eventually, hopefully. That's the frustrating thing about Switch 2. Like you assume some of these games will get Switch 2 releases or upgrades or whatever, but they might not either. Like they might just decide not to for whatever reason.
Will, yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be some that just don't have the just don't get the priority to do that. So you are right. There's some that's been clued in, like I think Xenoblade Chronicles X from some promotional stuff looks like it will be getting one, even though they haven't talked about that before. So you can kind of clue it in a little bit with some of them, but yeah, it's definitely no guarantee that all will happen. Yeah,
because like Pikmin 4, that seems like one you would assume that will get a Switch 2 edition, whereas like obviously Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Smash Bros, Animal Crossing, they will get brand new versions, like brand new games on Switch 2, and they don't want to take eyes away from that necessarily. But yeah, Pikmin 4, that seems like a pretty obvious one, but we'll see.
Especially when you think it's probably not going to be, it's going to be a while away, that next game.
Yeah. Yeah. How long do you reckon it will be? Because like Nintendo, they love the characters for the merchandise and the short films and all that. So they love like the iconography from Pikmin, but as far as the actual games, like does that mean they'll start pumping them out a little bit quicker rather than every 10 years? Or, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to think Pikmin 4 sold well enough for them to do it a bit more frequently, but I think it will happen quicker than 10 years. What we're at two and a bit years now already since Pikmin 4, so I'd like to think, I don't know, another 4 years. Wouldn't want to wait any longer than that, really. So what, 2029? It's ages away, isn't it?
Yeah. Miyamoto, he's like, look, this is the franchise I have control over. Still, Mario and Zelda and Donkey Kong, they've taken on their own lives, massive teams developing those games, very important games to Nintendo. But Miyamoto's like, God damn, I'm gonna do a mobile game where you go around the world and make Pikmin bloom. Yes, I'll be making these random games that only like core Nintendo gamers know. Yes, we'll be making lots of T-shirts and it'll be like one of the big pillars at every Nintendo store across the US and Japan and everything. It's like, yeah, so you're in luck. Miyamoto's like, look, this is my baby. This is my youngest child, and I will baby it for the rest of my life. It'll never grow up. It will never think for itself. It doesn't need to ride off its own success. It's just it's my 20-year-old son, which I will feed.
Yep. The
and
one
can
that
live at home.
hasn't moved to the house because it's not quite successful enough to do so. So it's just stuck with the Miyamoto. So yes, the sooner we can get it off of him, the better. Because no, he's done great things for the series. It's one of those ones that I wish had sold more. And but it's getting there. It's in the right direction. It's like Metroid. It's very slow.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh, you like picking the franchises that
I like the niche stuff.
don't get enough love. But here comes in Josh, arms apart, coming in for the hug. Come here, Samus and Olimar. Come here, you cheeky little boys.
Cheeky buggers.
We got some announcements for sort of Switch 2 games over the last couple of weeks, or sorry, not the last couple of weeks, but last week. System Shock remake's coming to Switch 2. Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming to Switch 2 December 7th. Fallout 4 Anniversary coming to Switch 2 next year. So you've got some interesting sort of games. I think the biggest one would be obviously Assassin's Creed. That'll be quite interesting to see what that looks like on Switch 2 because like you mentioned, Josh, Star Wars Outlaws pretty good on Switch 2. Not too bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully Ubisoft can do a nice port of Shadows as well because big open world games, it's still kind of cool to have them on a handheld. Even all these years later, with Switch and Breath of the Wild, still kind of cool just to hit that power button and have it boot straight up to where you're playing in the open world, doing a side quest or doing some main story. But hopefully it runs all right. And I kind of assume it will. Ubisoft did a great job, so fingers crossed.
I hope so. I 2 days before Metroid Prime 4, so I will not be playing it straight away. But it does pique my interest, that one.
Yeah. What about Fallout 4? Because after the TV show, a couple of years ago or a year ago? I can't remember, but really loved the TV show, but I was never able to really get into the Fallout games because whenever I looked at them, I'm like, ugh. Like, looks so old and clunky and whatever. But after watching the show, I'm like, all right, I need to play these games. Like the world is so good and lore rich and everything. Like I really want to get involved in this. So I think at the time on Steam, like they're on sale for like $10. So I had the choice out of like, whereas Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4. And I was looking at the screenshots. I'm like, oh, I still can't. Like it looks, I don't know, it just looks so unappealing. I couldn't do it.
That's fair.
So I don't think it would change for me with a Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. This is just a bundle of like the DLC and some Creator Club content from the past that's been bundled into the Anniversary Collection. Also coming out on other platforms as well, I think later this year. But cool, I guess, if you haven't played Fallout and you want to pay full price for it over on Switch 2 because it's so cheap just everywhere else because it's been everywhere for so long. But it's cool that it's coming to Nintendo, I guess. yeah, if that's where you want to play. I don't know. I just find it so hard to justify because, like I said, it was like $10 other places. So
Yeah,
yeah, it
that's
just makes it a
right.
bit tricky.
I was similar to you, Drew, playing it a bit on PlayStation. I couldn't quite ever get into it, but yeah, I don't know. It just yeah, whether I would. I really enjoyed the TV show. I just yeah, the games. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it the right way. I know people rave about these games and absolutely love them, but yeah, this didn't quite gel with me. And the one playthrough I tried to do with it.
Because yeah, when did you try and play it? Did you try and play it like a long time ago
It's a
or
couple
a
of years ago.
couple of years
Yeah,
ago?
when
Yeah.
I still had PlayStation Plus and was part of that. So
Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, it's coming out 2026. No release date, but will be coming to other platforms. Well, the anniversary edition will be coming to other platforms not too far away, sometime this year. But yeah.
Nice.
All right, Josh, let's dive into the questions before we get on out of here. First one's from Dolphin Pants. Let me load up Discord, though. Let me load it up. There it is. So if you guys would like to leave us a question, a comment, a concern in the Letterbox channel in Discord, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. There's a link in the show notes or the live stream notes or wherever you're checking this out. Now, I just got to put up a clarification for last week. So I read out something from Zach last week, and I really didn't understand. Like, I had no context for what he said. But it wasn't directed at me for the podcast. It was a reply to Dolphin Pants in the chat. So I read that out because he said so. What did he say? Might be able to even go back to it. No, that's too far. Where are we at? Oh yeah. So last week he said because it said like at D. So like it was like squished on my screen. So I'm like, oh, did he at Drew? But it's funny because my username on Discord's iDrewby. So even that wasn't right. So but last week he said, I better get in just one more to be safe. When the baby comes, the mental load will be too much to have questions. So I read that out. I'm like I thought he was talking to me about like, I had no idea because I'm not just having a baby. I don't think he's just having a new baby. So I didn't really understand it. But it was replying to something that's not even related to. But he said, clearly Drew was exhausted at that episode, confusing the comment directed at Dolphin Pants for him and my question. But I will give him a pass. So, Zach, thank you very much for the pass. I do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. If I didn't get a pass, what do you reckon he would have done? Do you reckon he would have like driven to my house and like just waited for me to, go to my car on the way to work? He's like, "What's up?" And he'll push me over and go back home. What do you reckon would have happened?
Oh, he's good with numbers too, Drew. So he'd find a way to fuck you up. Don't worry. Some cyber warfare of some kind. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's probably the way to go. He'll get my banking information. He'll be like, "Yeah, I've leaked your information, and if you don't take back what you said,
you've been scammed."
Yeah, maybe one of these emails I keep getting from him.
Yeah.
Well, I'll get a similar one from him yet. He did take it back though, so thank you, Zach. But yes, we've got one question this week from Dolphin Pants. With the Neopets Mega Mini Game Collection coming, I would love to hear what Flash or browser-based games consume the most of your time when surfing the World Wide Web. And I'll start first, Josh, just to let you think a little bit about what you used to get up to in the computer lab or any of this stuff back when you were playing Flash games. But it goes without saying, it's been a long time since I played a Flash game. I've got, I guess to some extent, I've got a lot of real video games to play these days. I know Flash disappeared as well, so that whole sort of scene went. But I used to love, just going to the computer room. Sometimes I remember even going to like the computer room at lunchtime to like go on Cerebi.net, check out information about like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Those were games that like just come out in Japan, and we're finding out all the information. But in between that, there was a lot of great games we used to play. I think I'm trying to remember what the website was called. It was called like Alfie.com. I'm pretty sure it was Alfie.com. Do you remember an Alfie.com, Josh? Was that going around your school?
No,
No Alfie. Yeah, so this was like a game.
no.
This was just full of games to play, and there was it frustrates me. It was called something Kid. I can't remember what it was called, but it had like a. In hindsight, I didn't really recognize it at the time, but there was a fair few Mario World assets in this game. The main thing was like this knockoff version of this Big Bullet Bill that you had like the duck under, and obviously it. I don't think I played Mario World until afterwards, but the first level of Mario World where there's that Big Bullet Bill, you've got to like duck under. Like, yeah, this is just ripping that off. But yeah, just like a 2D platformer, and when you die, you go back to the very start. So, it's a flash game. You're not saving your progress and all this, but we would see how far we could get. And it had a password system. That's right. So when you got to a certain level or a certain world or whatever it was, you got a brand new password. And I remember like all the kids in the room, like if somebody got further than anybody else, like, oh, I got a new password. So we all run over and get the password, so we're just able to like either skip or get back to or whatever where we were, and that was a lot of fun. It was just like playing this game when I guess probably not meant to be, and just yeah, it was good. But there was another one which I remember a little bit more. It was on the same website, Alfie.com. There was a game called Nobby's Nuts or Nobby's Nuss. Was it Nobby's Nuss? Do you remember Nobby's Nuts? I remember we used to call it Nobby's Nuts because you're a squirrel and you collect nuts. But yeah, it's called Nobby's Nuts. I think I actually revisited this not long ago. I think it's still playable somewhere. Let me look at this up. But yeah, Nobby's Nuts. It was another great little platformer game. It wasn't so much about dodging enemies and that, like the Mario World spin-off, but I think you had to like collect all the nuts in the level, and when you got all the nuts, you progress to the next level. But yeah, I used to play all like these games all the time. Whether it was like one of those like tank games where you just like got to like shoot with the mouse as much as possible. There's like all those. There's
Tower defense stuff.
yeah, yeah, that's right. There's the tower defense stuff as well. There was just so much. Did you go onto newgrounds.com much when you were a kid?
No, it was Miniclip for us.
Oh, Miniclip. Yes, absolutely. That was another one.
Yeah, we played a lot on Miniclip. So that was the one for me. Just playing random stuff. I remember like a drill game where you had to drill and look for like ore and diamonds and other things like that. You had a time limit and resource management, blah, blah, blah. Some tower defense games. You just played anything. And it was just, yeah, that was really fun. But yeah, Neopets as well. Man, this is a bit of a trip down nostalgia. Like memory lane here. I'm just like looking through all these websites. Neopets.com is still a thing. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
I still can't believe that.
I was never in. I never got into Neopets. That was something that never crossed my desk as a kid. Obviously, I'm into like the Digimon Tamagotchis and games and all this, but yeah, Neopets wasn't a thing for me.
There you go. RuneScape's not a flash game, but I played a lot of RuneScape. And I think so much that I got a virus onto our family computer, and some bad things happened from that.
Oh, really? Can you share?
Yeah.
Can you? What happened to banking information or something like that serious? Or
I don't know. I think some bad stuff appeared on the thing that was not good.
No, gotcha. It's like, oh dear, Josh. What's little Josh you been looking at? Oh dear.
Oh dear. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I'm actually a little bit like I think a lot of people our age probably feel this way, but yeah, I'm actually pretty nostalgic about some of these just random games on like the family PC, whether they're flash games or whatever we've been installing. There was another one on Alfie.com where it was like this tank game, a first person tank game, and you played it multiplayer with like I guess other people on the network. That was so much fun. It was just like the most basic, crude graphics. There was no texture or anything, but you're just going around this city and down these streets, and you're just having the tank battle, and you're shooting each other. It was so much fun. We loved it, playing as kids.
We had like a Magic School Bus game. was Flash as well, but I was just detective kind of stuff, and the buses going underground and in the ocean and up in the sky, and super fun. Just stupid. There's a
Oh yeah.
fish game. Do you remember a fish game? You could point and click kind of fish game. I can't remember the name of it.
I don't. No.
No,
No.
it's all right. It might come back to me later.
I just googled quickly Nobby's NAS. There's a Let's Play from 2013, so pretty late. Somebody was playing it. It says a challenging Java game, so maybe not what Dolphin Pants was looking for. He's looking for Flash games. This is a Java game. But yeah, if I watch this Let's Play, I'm gonna get a big nostalgia boost. I feel like I was, oh my god, just looking at this thing. But I will bring up this one as well, and this might. I got no idea. This might have tickled you as well when you were a kid.
Mm.
You're a big football fan. Auskick. So Auskick for those out of the country or but never did it. It's just like for real little kids, opportunity to learn some footy skills, kicking the ball, handballing. Kick the ball, handball the ball through the hoop, and just doing some basic football skills to try and get kids into playing footy and into the culture and things like that. So yeah, I did Auskick when I was a kid, and I remember getting this CD from Auskick. It's like full of games, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I went home and put it into the PC, and there was this really. Look, I cannot find this game. I have Googled this. I have searched this game. I can't find it. I found people talking about it in forums, but it's this platformer. I can't even remember what you were, but you're collecting footballs. I guess it's a similar thing to Nobby's NASA. I guess you're collecting footballs. You got to get all the footballs to like progress to the next level, and there's enemies, and you got to dodge them and all this. But I remember getting to the final boss, and I know this is so hazy. This is like before I was even playing Pokemon, so this was a long time ago, like 2001 or two. But the final boss was like so fucked up and scared the shit out of me, and I beat it, and I was like so proud of myself that I beat this game, and like. Because I remember finding it quite challenging when I was that young too. And the next week at Auskick, I'm like, dude, did you beat the last boss? And like, what the fuck are you on about? Because all these kids probably didn't even put the game into their computer. But of course I did. I'm like, oh yeah, man.
I had one just like it, Drew, and I played games from my Auskick CD disc as well. And
Did you really?
yeah, I did, man. And
Oh,
do you
sick.
remember when it would let you? It would have a clip of last year's Brownlow Medal winner. So I remember the 2000 Brownlow Medal, what was won by Shaneway Woden. But I'm putting in the 2001 version of the Auskick CD into my computer, and you can watch a very, very blurry, pixelated clip of him winning. And
Really?
yeah, amongst the other games. So that's one of the main things I remember from that, which is pretty weird.
It's worth a quick Google. Auskick.
CD-ROM game thing.
Yeah, CD-ROM. I can't put in the year because it will change my scenes in OBS. But yeah, it's crazy because I've got like I got such a hazy memory of it. Weird Auskick game. Can't find anything. But
Sure, there's a popular YouTuber called Dan Does Footy. I feel like he's got to do something like that with this one day. Be good content. People would reminisce and remember it.
Yeah, because like every now and again I think about something from my childhood. I'm like, oh my god, like Total Gamer magazine, just like a really great Aussie kids gaming magazine. And like I search it up and somebody is like put the whole thing online. I can just read through the whole thing. I'm like, this is
Go through it all.
just a blast to the past. So if I was able to get a hold of that game, so there's a Reddit thread here, and the thread's just called Weird Auskick Game. This is definitely super obscure, but I remember when I was around 7 or 10 years old doing Auskick for non-Aussies. Auskick is a little league for Aussie Rules football. We got given a CD-ROM game where you control your character in a plane and fly into the clouds to watch videos or play mini games. I only just remembered about it, but can't remember what it was called. So all these like kids from the early 2000s, just like it's like a fever dream. Just like, what's that fucking weird Auskick game I played on my computer? It's like everyone's just having like weird fever dreams like me. Just like, what?
Get nostalgic. Love it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like, I really do want to find out what this is called. Like, it's got no relevance to Nintendo or the podcast we're doing here, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I want to see it. Like, I want to, like, I've got such a hazy memory of like that final boss. It was like a big cloud or something. Like, it was like, and it had like a big mean face on it, and I just remember it looking terrifying. It'd be so funny to see it now. It's just like, it looks like Humpty Dumpty or something. Like, just looks like the most trivial thing. But yeah,
yeah. Maybe don't look back into it because it's going to ruin your fond memories of it. I don't know. One of those things you're like, oh man, that looks horrible now when you review it.
Yeah, because my memories of it now is just like, I should have been in bed. It was nighttime. I feel like both my parents were in bed, or maybe they could have been in the other room. But I remember it just being dark, doing this boss that was kicking my ass. It was scary. It was hard to get there. It's just like, and it's just for this random, just Auskick game that, who knows, maybe 100 people worldwide have played. Like, I don't know how many people actually bothered to play it. Also a free game in the early 2000s. It might have been very popular, to be honest, as well. Like, you wouldn't know. Maybe everyone played it. Maybe. But yes, those are the Flash games or the random PC games that we played. I hope everybody that's really into Neopets enjoys this mega collection. Sounds like fun, but it's coming back. I have to look into it. It might even just pique my 90s or early 2000s nostalgia, even though I never played it. Because I remember seeing ads in that for it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But because what is Neopets? It's like you go in online and you play games and that with them on like the web browser and things, don't you?
You look after them and yeah, they're your pets. Yeah, that kind of thing.
So yeah, pretty much was up my alley. Was it a bit girly though? Is that why? I'm trying to let me Google it. Let me Google Neopets.
No. They had more masculine male ones. I think they tried to tend to both, but yeah, there might have been a bit of.
Oh yeah, Neopets. Yeah, because when I think about Neopets, I just think about like purple and like the girly sort of dragony characters. But no, there's plenty of characters here. Cool. New era for Neopets. Just brilliant. Cool. I'll give it a look. If not, I'll just live vicariously through Dolphin Pants. Hope he enjoys it. All right, Josh, that'll do us for this week. Had a lot of fun talking with you. It was good fun. Yeah.
Same here.
Play beautiful, mate.
Play beautiful.
And everybody, thank you very much for joining us for episode 335 of The House of Mario. Really do appreciate it. Dolphin Pants, as always, thank you so much for joining us live. And anybody else who listen to the podcast on podcast services, whatever else, maybe you pirated the episode. It's free anyway, but if you pirate it, that's fine as well. As long as it gets the word out there. We appreciate you very much as well. And even to the point where you can join our Discord, the iDruby Homestead. You can leave us a letter in the letterbox. You can talk about games. You can even bring up really divisive politics up in there.
I mean,
no, actually don't do that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Tell us how good your leader is of your country. From whatever country you're from. Josh is holding his forehead. He's like, oh, no, don't do that. Oh, look.
Yep, there's a can of worms.
Yeah, Josh, I can start. Albanese, he's a bloody legend. He's a good bloke, Albanese. There we go. Oh, Josh has zipped his lips.
I agree. He's good. He's good.
Yep. He had a great talk of Trump the other day. Good on him. He's done what we voted him in for.
Made a deal with the big man. Yep, did well.
Yeah. Good job. Anyway, yeah. Actually, don't talk about it, that stuff. But until next time, guys, thank you very much. And we'll see you next week for another episode of the House Mario. We'll catch you later. The House of Mario, a Nintendo podcast, is proudly recorded in South Australia. It's hosted and produced by me, Drew Agnew, alongside my co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Be sure to check out youtube.com/iDruby, where I share all of my other content and stream the House of Mario live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. Join the Homestead Discord to be a part of our growing community, chat with fellow Nintendo fans, and get involved with the show through our mailbox channel. And don't miss JT's fortnightly Nintendo podcast, Nintendo Maniacs. Each episode features a brand new guest, and if you love the House of Mario, you'll feel right at home there too.